On to the next exercise. And we're going to work on a split squat, which is where our feet are about 4 lengths apart from each other. We want to hold the axle in a front rack position like we did in the front squat. What we'll do is we'll take the base knee and we're going to drop straight down to the ground, squeezing through the core for stability. Sometimes what happens when we're dropping into a split squat is we see the front knee come to the midline of the body. We want to keep it centered over the middle toe as we press back up through the heel, driving to the top. If we're comfortable with this exercise, we're going to add a press to the top to combine lower body and upper body at the same time. This is also going to give us a little bit more of a burn as we move through these exercises. Bring that down, relax, step forward, and switch legs as we move to the other side. We may perform several of the split squats before adding in the overhead press in combination, as we'll do right here. Again, knuckles need to be pressed towards the ceiling as you drive the bar above the crown of the head. Next, we'll stay kneeling down on the ground. Place the bar in front of you. Put one hand back and the opposite hand on the ground. We'll show 2 different variations of this kneeling exercise. So the first of which is called a bird dog. We'll reach the left leg back as the right hand goes forward and the left hand is secure on the ground. You'll pull the knee back into the midline as well as the hand and then reach forward once again. What we're looking for here is core stabilization as well as asymmetrical stabilization from one side of the body to the other. So we want to watch the hips, make sure that they're flat and corrected as we reach far, pressing the back foot towards the wall. If this feels simple to you and your hips do not have any shift from one side to the other, make it a little bit of a challenge by stepping your feet into a plank position with your left hand secure on the ground. Reach the axle as far as you can forward without losing tension in the core and shifting from one side to the other in the hip. If we see the hip start to rise up in the air, focus to drive it back down for an even core brace. We'll perform several repetitions on either side and then come back up into the kneeling position that we were before. From here we can progress easily back into the split squat. So we rise up, we'll add the press, drop back down, and perform 4 reps on either side. Tall to the ceiling once again before switching feet, stepping back, dropping down for 4 repetitions. Making sure that knee is directly over the center toe. And again, we'll finish kneeling on the ground, placing the bar down. This time the right hand will go to the floor. Step the feet back into a plank and perform plank reaches for 2 repetitions on each side, where we'll switch, alternate, reach forward once again, and thus making yet another flow from a core exercise to a compound exercise for the rest of the body.